It is a very rainy day here in Livingston, New Jersey, so we're gonna do what I'm gonna call Rainy Day Randomness. Just a video talking about different topics about the car industry, maybe questions that were asked on my channel, just randomness. And we're gonna start with a website, which I don't know if you're familiar with, but I always thought it was pretty cool, usdebtclock.org. And if you look on here, the numbers are staggering. I mean, the amount of information on this page is insane. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand half of it. And why we're really here is to look at the very bottom where there's an auto sales tab where this site gives you auto sales numbers across all the different brands. Now, I don't know how accurate this information is. I'm sure they have some sort of a source that they get it from. I'm just using this as a point of interest of something to talk about. And if you look right now, I screenshot this on January 8th, which was actually yesterday. And here's the numbers so far this year, January 2024. Now, as of this screenshot, Ford is in the lead with 38,983 vehicles. Toyota's nipping at their tails at 37,489, and Chevy's right behind them at 35,164. So these are your top three performing brands at the moment. They were also the top three performing brands last year. I wish I thought to screenshot this on the 31st of December for 2023, because it would have had the full numbers for the year. Now, again, accuracy, we're using this as a website, we're using it as a guide. So far year to date, if we look at the bottom performers, you got Jaguar at 163, you got Alfa Romeo at 205 units, you got Mini at 611, and what else do we got? We got Rivian, an electric truck company, at 979. Now, I know what you're automatically thinking. Most people are thinking, well, nobody wants EV cars. Everything you see on YouTube videos is how EV cars aren't selling. However, Tesla at the moment is at 13,465 units, which means they are outselling Volvo, Volkswagen, Subaru, Rivian, Ram, Porsche, Mitsubishi, Mini, GMC, Infiniti, Jaguar, Jeep, Land Rover, Lexus, Lincoln, Mazda, Mercedes, Acura, Alfa Romeo, Audi, BMW, Buick, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, and Genesis. But yeah, nobody wants to buy electric cars. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a very rainy day here at the dealership, and the other day we had our first snowfall in quite a while. I would say we got about 3 inches of snow. You can still see small remnants of the way the snow was plowed up along the cars. I put up a small post on the community page that we were getting our first snowstorm in quite a while, and somebody commented, does a snowstorm actually help you, or does any storm for that matter, help you with negotiating? Does it help you get a better price? Is it a better time to buy a vehicle? And it's really a catch-22, because here's what happens in a situation like that. Customer comes in on a snowy day or a day that's less desirable for people to come in, right? And they say, listen, you don't have a lot of people coming in here today. I'm the only one here. You got to sell a car. You got to give me a great deal. But on the flip side, the salesperson in the dealership's going to say, listen, you're here for a reason. Nobody comes out during a snowstorm to buy a car unless they really need one. So really, it sort of just washes itself out and it's business as usual. And that's the question is, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? So who said these things first? For instance, let's look at the example of floor plan, right? Nobody knows about floor plan. I work here. I don't know the ins and outs of the floor plan. We all know, yeah, interest is paid on cars because if the dealership doesn't have the money to front all the money to buy all the cars, they're borrowing that money from a bank. Nobody knows the ins and outs of that. However, we all want to talk about it, right? So which came first? Was it a dealership that said to a customer, listen, I have to pay interest on this car. I need this car off my lot today? Or was it a customer that said, you're paying interest on this car, you need to get this car off your lot today? It's catch-22. The reason most people don't like the car buying experience, in my opinion, is they go into it not as their normal character, not as themselves. Because if you go online and you watch all the car buying gurus who are going to tell you what to do, they're going to tell you to lie. Don't tell them you have a trade. Don't tell them the monthly payment you want to be. Don't give up any information. They're going to tell you to be confident and be aggressive and control the conversation. They're going to teach you to do all things you may not be used to doing. So what I suggest you do is do the complete opposite. Just be honest and be yourself. Let that salesperson put you through their sales process, right? It's easy. It's a meet and greet. It's build rapport. It's fact find. They want to find out what you're interested in, what you might need in a vehicle. They're going to show you vehicles. You're going to demo vehicles. You're going to test drive a vehicle. You're going to look at the payments. You're going to negotiate the deal. If you like the deal, if you like the salesperson, if you like the dealership, you put a deal together. If you don't, you continue to shop. You walk away. You say no. In the meantime, you got all the information you possibly could need about the vehicle that you're actually interested in. If you rush the process and just push to numbers and push to payment and push to best, all you're going to do is have that salesperson really lie to you. in a sense, because the only way they're going to earn your business now is price. They'd have to be the lowest price out there, so they're going to do what's called a lowball. This way, if you do leave, you have a reason to try to come back. And to all the people out there that are actually training people and teaching people to lie and deceive a dealership and do whatever they can under the guise that the dealership was going to do it to them anyway, to try to justify, to make sure it's right, you're just perpetuating the problem. Everything you complain about dealers, you're literally telling customers to do to dealers. And all we are here on planet Earth is a bunch of human beings trying to get along. So why don't you try to tell them to be honest, tell salespeople to be honest, and let's all just work honestly. Do what I do as a salesperson. I do the opposite of all the stereotypes of a salesperson. I'm very careful not to do things that typical salespeople will do. And what I really do is I focus on two things: customer service, product knowledge. Those two things, if you focus on, you will do good in any sales industry, let alone the car business.
All right, so you guys want to see my crib.
Mike's our finance manager.
So
He's gonna give us a little tour of his office.
we start over here. I just started this for 2024. It's a nice little touch. I wrote thank you on that one. I was writing fast. I want to normally say thank you for your business. Put the customer's name there, make them feel a little bit better about choosing us as a dealership. I wanted to put a live plan in here as well to look, you know, that I care for things, because I do.
This is a new addition, the mini fridge.
This is a new addition here. This is actually a wine fridge, but check this out. Ready?
Oh, the blue LED.
So this is a wine fridge, but I wanted something with tinted glass. Another addition. I was gonna put this at my house, but I sit in my chair for probably 70% of the day. So I said, let me get a gaming chair with memory foam cushions.
And these are magnetic. They just pop right off.
They do.
Pretty sweet.
And I got myself a nice Lamborghini calendar there for this year.
Mike, just like me, is into cars, right? And that's what keeps us going. That's why we're in this business. That's why we chose to do a job or a career related to cars. You can see he's got a Z06 here on his home screen. He's got the Lamborghini calendar. He's got the little Z06 model. You know, this is the stuff that keeps us going.
That's my last and final piece, but he already brought us to it. This is actually a GM trademarked vehicle. It was like $200. It's a 23 Z06 in black. And Dave built this case for me because sometimes when customers come in, they might smash the little cars together that I have.
Or take them home.
Or take them home. So now I enclose this one in a case, and now everybody can look at it all day. And I've gotten a compliment every time someone's come in here. So this is just a small glimpse of my office. It's my home away from home. I just want you guys to feel as comfortable as I do all day, and thank you for stopping by.
Why do you keep saying
It's normal.
And thanks for stopping by.
Because it's so, you made cheesy stuff in the whole video. That's why it's cheesy and funny. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
And thanks for stopping by.
But mainly, stay classy.
Thanks for stopping by.
Stay classy, I'm Ron Burgundy.